Hi everyone, this is Sunette, and in this video we're having a look at the clavicle bone. And this is this bone right over here. And more specifically, we're going to be starting with the general area just below your clavicle bone. So we're having a look at this area right over here. And I call this area my fortune teller because this area has to do with your energetic relationship towards your future, or anything that pertains to the word future inside yourself. Right. So again, more specifically, if you want to place your hands like just below the clavicle bone, and where your fingers, the surface of your fingers touch, right over there, that's the general area we'll be having a look at. And also you can approach it from this way. So, and even if you might want to press around, you might feel that there is a bit of tension. Obviously not hard, because if you're going to be pressing really hard, it's going to be, the body's going to respond with a bit of pain, and saying, hey, watch out that pressure. So just a gentle touch, you might even feel that there is discomfort. Now, this is also one of the most common areas in the physical body that I've worked with. And interestingly enough, also worked with when it comes to many clients I've supported throughout the years. And what I'd like everyone to have a look at is, even with just having a look at the word future, for me, even saying it right now, which is indicating there's a little something I can work with, is right in my back, in the center of my back, just below my shoulder blades. I could feel a slight tension happening and an energy rising up along my spine. Because as I was touching here a moment ago, I could feel there was a slight tenderness. So a very optimal opportunity to assist and support myself with some introspection and reflection. And we'll definitely come and share my findings in the next video. So walk this process along with me. Alright, so what I know I need to look at, as taking myself as an example, is I've got to sit down with myself, write down the word future, and see what pops up inside of me. And one of the main things, just looking at it now for myself, inside myself, is having to do with unfinished tasks. Even saying unfinished tasks, I can feel a bit of anxiety coming up and this tightening, which indicates to me that this is the point that I need to look into and work with. Unfinished tasks which I've postponed. And you know that experience that you have inside yourself, the more over time you postpone something and then it goes into the back of your mind, then you start stressing about it, wondering about it, thinking about it. It's always there, cluttering the back of your mind, kind of dragging with you each and every single day and accumulating more and more emotion, but doing everything and anything else but get to the completion of the task. So therefore I'll have a look at writing down the particular tasks and projects that I need to get done, and just get them done, and obviously work through whatever resistance was within me that became the reason, excuse, or justification for just not working them into my schedule. Alright, so because the excuse of there is no time or other things stepped in or happened is not a valid excuse, because we can always create time. We can always shuffle things around, move things around, delegate other responsibilities that we might have to support ourselves with the given time and space. And obviously make sure that there's a balance between getting done what needs to be done, and tending to your preferences. So where am I also weighing preferences as more important as my responsibilities and tasks? So obviously my body, it's indicating, hey, this whole point is becoming emotional, which is a problem, because I can also see, the people who's possibly waiting for it, the experience within them, their lives, their time schedules, expectations, things like that. So that's just a simple example. What also came up for me was survival and what I'd like to have and what I have to manage with. But that's also an interesting relationship with the future, that level of uncertainty, of survival, of existing, of living, of making a living. And it's something that I think in all of us, to some extent or level, is or has been a constant. And that experience I'm always reasonably aware of, but how I work with that, that kind of a sense of uncertainty, because of the unpredictable nature of the world system, the money system as a whole, is just to every day ensure that it does not possess or overwhelm my objective, my goals, my achievements, my purpose, me. All right, so do have a look at that dimension if that is a common theme for you in relation to the future and any emotions that's attached to it. Just have a look at having a check-in with your day. That the reality is, yes, things are unpredictable. Life is unpredictable. But the choice that you have every day is whether that future projection, that probability or possibility, is going to overwhelm who you are as a person and how you're going to choose to live in that day. For surely living with such a mental, emotional burden is not going to do you any good, your physical any good, your life creation any good, and therefore your future. Okay. So everyone, for this video, what I'd like you to have a look at is, as I walked you through the practical technique and using myself as a real-time example, just for a check-in, feel this area just below your clavicle bone and speak the word future. And usually for me, when I speak the word or write down the word, the information will open up inside of me or come up inside of me of what emotional attachment inside myself in relation to memories, fantasies, thoughts, projections do I have when it comes to the word future that I've been holding on to, that's becoming a burden, that's actually affecting my creation of the future. Because at the moment, let's take the tasks for example, I'm in an emotional reaction of anxiety or stress and tension about the projects and tasks that's not getting done. And so I'm actually walking with that every day. That's the world, the reality, the future that I'm busy creating. I'm creating an emotional burden day in and day out, which is not giving these tasks direction. So I've got to sit down with myself and ask, well, girl, what future do you want to create? Do you want to just get this done, move it off your plate, and drop this emotional burden that you're carrying with you every single day? Or do you want this to carry on and possibly blow out of proportion that can even go into the consequence of affecting your relationship with people because they feel you might be incompetent or not dependable, or kind of just have that emotional dislike because of not meeting them equally with getting things done. Alright everyone, so it's about the choice of what it is that you want to create, and when you see what you accept and allow inside yourself, you also then get a general idea of what it is that you're busy creating for yourself as the future play out. Alright everyone, so in the next video we'll continue more, and please by all means, if you have any questions, do ask in the comments below. I'll gladly assist and support. Thank you very much.